Hey everybody, welcome back to Cam's Flies. I'm Cam, and today we'll be tying another pattern from the Federation of Fly Fishers Encyclopedia. This pattern was originally tied by George Close, and it's called the Crystal Midge. You can do this pattern with a wire rib. I opted out on this pattern, but just know that it is something you can do. Here's one I tied up earlier in the vise, and we'll be using an MFC Nymph and Streamer hook. This is a 3XL and a size 14. I apologize, in a size 12. So we'll get this secured in the vise. We'll be using a UTC 70 denier and green for our thread. And I get my thread started just behind my hook eye, get a decent little base going. Get rid of your tag end. And for my first material, we'll be using the Peacock. I wanted to use something more vibrant, so I have a bright green Peacock Herl, strung Peacock Herl that I used. I used 3 strands to give it a little bit of bulk, make this fly kind of beefy. Get those ends secured down. Do a little whip or a half hitch at just behind the hook eye. So the tool I'm using here is I believe it's Knucklemeister, is how it's pronounced. It's a Swiss CDC tool. One use I found for it is wrapping my peacock on the tip of it to make a peacock rope. I've used other things before, and it seems to always slip out, or I break the peacock. You do have to be careful when you're cording it up. This stuff's pretty brittle. I've broken many strands trying to cord it up, and just got to take your time. And you see it. I'm going to spin it here in a moment, and you'll see you don't want to go too crazy, but this is just how I wrap it up inside of this tool. Kind of coming undone on me, but I wrap it back up, get it tightened up. And then you just give it a couple turns. Don't go too crazy. Like I said, you'll break that cord. You see here it corded up nicely. Made a nice little peacock rope. And you can just palmer that up your hook shank. Watching out for your hook point, because that may damage your rope. Work your way up to about the 3/4-ish mark. About 2 or 3 hook eye lengths behind the hook eye, and secure your peacock rope in place. Do your best to get a little half hitch on there. Make sure nothing moves, and then cut your peacock out of the way, the remaining piece. And for my thorax, I'm using a spooled up chenille. It's a very it's a olive green chenille. Has very short-ended fibers that come off of the stem. And you could just cut the whole tag free, but I chose to kind of cut a little bit free and then fold it back over on itself and secure it that way, just to a little bit of extra added security. Again, it's not necessary. And then do another half hitch. And progress the chenille forward right up to behind the hook eye. And you may want to tease these little fibers out of the way, or tinsel-like fibers out of the way. Sweeping them back is what I've found easiest. It may take a couple pinching sweeps, but you just got to take your time. You see there, I got it nice and secured and tight and clean. Half hitch it. Use my nails to kind of squeeze the thread back behind the eye so I'm not crowding the hook eye too much. Cut my excess thread out of the way. Cut my tag end of my chenille out of the way. And here I used a little bit of UV glue. This is the Flow Loon. Sinks into the materials very well, and after that dries up, you can kind of fluff up your chenille to give it that buggy effect that you're looking for. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.